Have you ever clicked a link only to be greeted by a big, bold 404 error message? It's one of the most recognizable screens on the internet. But what does it actually mean, and where did it come from? In this video, we are going to decode the history and technical meaning behind the web's most famous error code. To understand the error, we first need to understand how the web works. It is essentially a conversation between two computers. You have the client, which is your web browser, and the server, which is the computer hosting the website. When you visit a page, your browser sends a request to the server, and the server sends a response back. Computers don't speak in English, they speak in codes. When the server responds to your request, it includes a 3-digit number called an HTTP status code. This code tells your browser exactly what happened with the request, whether it was successful, redirected, or if something went wrong. These status codes are grouped into 5 different families based on their starting number. 100 codes are informational. 200 means success, everything is great. 300 means redirection. 400 means a client error, and 500 means a server error. Notice that 404 starts with a 4. The 400 family represents client errors. This is the server's way of saying, "It's not me, it's you." It means the request sent by your browser was somehow incorrect, or it asked for something that simply cannot be done. So let's break down 404 specifically. The first digit, 4, indicates a client-side error. The middle digit, 0, was traditionally used for general syntax errors. The final digit, 4, is the specific identifier for not found. Put them together, and you get the standard code for a missing resource. Technically, 404 means the server has not found anything matching the request URI. This usually happens for 3 reasons. The file was deleted by the owner, the file was moved to a new location without a redirect, or most commonly, you simply made a typo in the web address. There is a popular urban legend that the 404 error was named after a specific room, Room 404, at CERN in Switzerland, where the World Wide Web was invented. The story goes that the database was in this room. However, this is completely false. There was no Room 404 at CERN. The codes were just assigned sequentially. In the early days, 404 pages were ugly and technical. Today, developers create custom 404 pages that are friendly and helpful. Instead of just showing an error code, they explain that the page is gone and provide a button to help you find your way back to the home page. To wrap up, remember that HTTP is the language of the web. 400 codes indicate a mistake on the client's end. 404 specifically means the resource couldn't be found, and no, it has nothing to do with a mysterious room in Switzerland. Thanks for watching.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.